G'day guys, and today Shorty and I are doing our tips for round 3. Round 3 already! Can you believe it?
Just do the bloody tips, mate.
It's been a tough day for us, hasn't it? Cats coming down, 13 points, so if you want to check out our review on that one, how salty we were in that one, go for it. Port Adelaide, Essendon, Adelaide Oval. The Bombers got their win. They were never supposed to win this year.
I know people said they wouldn't win. We thought they would, and they eventually did. I didn't think they'd do it last week, but they won't win this week, mate. They won't win this week. I'll tip Port by 49 points.
Why not?
Port Adelaide will be absolutely seething after last week, and I'm not saying they'll improve amazingly, but they'll beat Essendon. Expect a slight letdown, as often can happen. So.
Okay, nice, mate. Port Adelaide by 30 points to mine. I reckon the Bombers can push them, and in the past they've won when they haven't expected to, especially against Port Adelaide as well. It's not a bad record against them. And Adelaide Oval's winning me over here, so they should be keen to respond from their shocking showdown.
Fair call.
St Kilda and Collingwood at the MCG. You'd love to be a Pies fan.
Yeah, wasn't that amazing on Friday when we were there? That was a crazy result. How they Buckley doesn't think they stole it, but let's be honest, I think they did. And I think they'll have a win here. I've tipped them by 31 points. They play the G pretty well.
They like
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Saints play pretty much mainly footy at Etihad, don't they?
Yeah, that's correct.
So, look, I think Collingwood are probably the better side anyway, but 31 points for me.
Sounds good. Collingwood by 19 points. Saints pressure is really good at times. Got smashed by the Dogs, and yeah, we'll touch on the Dogs a bit later. But yeah, Collingwood stole it. Let's be honest. They had to kick 3 goals, and everything went right for them late. Yeah, no, they're a good outfit, and they'll improve, and they'll get a nice win this week.
Nice.
They should. Richmond and Adelaide at Etihad Stadium, and if you're a Tigers fan, love to be a Crows fan right now.
Yeah, they're impressive, but mate, I'm going to tip Richmond here.
He loves the Tigers.
I'm a Richmond fanboy, aren't I?
You are a Richmond fanboy, Giants fanboy. Who else are you a fanboy of, mate?
Nah, that's it, mate. Look, I expect a response, and maybe I'm a
From
bit
Richmond.
Yep, maybe I'm a bit stubborn, but I did tip Adelaide as the sliders for this year. I know they've started extremely well and they look very good so far, but I still think the Tigers are way better than what they produced in the opening fortnight. Yes, I may not have a stack of backing, but being in Melbourne, it's never easy getting a win in Melbourne if you're in an interstate side.
Yeah.
But I will be tipping the Tigers here.
How much?
8 points.
8 points.
This is a close one.
It will be. Adelaide by 4 points to mine, mate. They've got everything to play for here. They 1-1. They nearly bet North Melbourne at Etihad, which I think are a much better side than Richmond. Adelaide absolutely smashed Port Adelaide. They're doing very nicely, and I still can't believe how much of a Southern Richmond fanboy you are. Adelaide, for mine, they had a much better side here, much more class. Run is exciting as anything, and so many winners up forward.
Okay, mate. Well, if the Tigers win, I want to see a Richmond scarf on you next week.
Sure, get Bondies and I'll wear it.
Okay, sounds good.
Deal. Science fit, and what if you lose, mate?
What do you reckon?
I'm going to chuck water over your head.
Brutal. All I did was put a bloody scarf on you.
I'll think about it, alright?
Okay.
Sydney vs GWS at the SCG. Crosstown rivals here, mate. But Sydney will be pretty comfortable at home, you'd think.
You'd think, but I've tipped Sydney by just 2 points, mate.
2 points?
2
You're
points.
kidding.
Yep.
You are joking.
Nah, I'm not losing you this week, mate. Am I?
Oh my god.
Nah, I am a Giants fanboy, as we all know.
Far out.
Look, I've still tipped the Swans, mate. Calm down.
By 2 points.
It'll be
At
close.
the SCG.
Yeah, mate.
Far out. Unbelievable.
Look, maybe the margin's a little bit, a bit too
We
close.
won't care about the margin.
But I still think Sydney will win, but I think they'll be made to work pretty hard for it. I seriously think the Giants have a lot of weapons, and while Sydney have been good, those weaknesses that people talk about in the preseason are still there. They haven't been exposed by Collingwood or Carlton, who aren't amazing teams by any means. I think the Giants are pretty handy. The rivalry, which in history they have lifted for.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it'll be close.
Fair enough. I've gone with the Swans by 23 points. I think it'll be close, but not as close as what you're saying, which is a kick in it. And look, they should be relatively comfortable. Their midfield's dominating. They've smashed Collingwood. They're smashing Carlton as we speak right now. The SCG, GWS haven't really played there. They played ANZ and Star Trek, and they've beaten them over at Star Trek. I don't think they've beaten them in Sydney. Look, yeah, Sydney will be too strong.
Alright.
Tip Sydney, I guess. Gold Coast versus Carlton Metricon.
Gold Coast are playing some good footy, aren't they?
They're doing pretty well. First one against the Dockers in their history.
Yeah, I've tipped them by 40 points here. I think they'll just be pretty comfortable winners. There's a few tough ones to tip this round, but this isn't one of them. Gold Coast comfortably.
Spot on. I've gone with Gold Coast by 21 points. Carlton have been relatively competitive. Maybe take away the Sydney game today.
So 1 out of 2.
Well, out of current form, they have been.
Carry on.
Anyway, mate. So Gold Coast, exceptional form at the moment. Beating the Dockers. The Dockers look like a wreck at the moment, though.
Your tips look like a wreck, mate, I'll tell you.
Well, they should win and win comfortably, and they'll win and win well, as Duck would say.
That's scary, yeah.
No, their midfield looks very good at the moment, and forwards getting the job done. Stephen May and Rory Thompson doing very nicely down in defence. West Coast and Fremantle, the old derby at the main stadium. Freo an absolute wreck at the moment.
Yeah, but I'm predicting a close game, mate.
A close game?
Yeah, I think West Coast by 3 points.
And the next one's going to be by 4 points.
Look, I know Freo look awful. I know they look terrible, but they've still got the names there that can do what we saw sort of last year.
What's the boss?
I honestly thought about tipping Fremantle out of just to be a point of difference, but I expect Ross to really gather his troops and see a real, that tight, systematic defence that he has. I know it's not the flavour of the month, but I expect him to really get his charges up for this one, even though he doesn't care that it's a derby, whatever it is. But having said that, I think they'll be gallant. But West Coast they're a very impressive side, and I still feel that they've got too many weapons that, even with a dogged Fremantle, I think they'll be outgunned by West Coast.
Intriguing, mate. I've gone with West Coast by 48 points.
48 points?
Pretty comfortable winners here. I think they won by a similar margin last time. Fremantle look terrible at the moment. I've nearly written them off already.
You're a Freo fanboy.
My fanboy team, mate. So, and I've gone against the fanboy effect there. So
what are you trying to say?
I'm saying all the opposite to you.
Well, that's it in my head, mate.
Yeah, okay. So West Coast by 48, doing very nicely at the moment. I think their forward line will be very overwhelming, and the way the game's being played at the moment, lots of scoring happening, and I think they'll be far too strong. For the Dockets, North Melbourne, and Melbourne at Blundstone Arena.
I think North Melbourne should have a pretty easy win here. I've tipped them by 22 points. Gee, the D's will be very disappointed after their loss. They maybe got ahead of themselves, but yeah, I didn't really think twice before picking this one. I think North, people continue to underrate them, but they're a pretty solid side and fairly consistent these days, so I think they'll have a win.
They wouldn't have been 2-0 too often.
No, well, I haven't been 1-0 often, have they?
No, I'd like to know when that was the last time. North by 25 points. Yeah, they're going pretty smooth at the moment, and I reckon I underrate them all the time and say they're overrated, but they could maybe mend something this year. Maybe even a top 6 without, making their way from bullshit injuries to top 4 sides, which have made their way somehow. Very lucky. No, they've got a class outfit. They're playing good footy. Jarrad Waite's firing. Melbourne very disappointing. Away is going to be very tough for them. North should be too good.
Nice.
The Western Bulldogs up against the Hawks at Etihad Stadium. The Hawks very comfortable against the Eagles. The Dogs are on fire.
Yep, they're the form team at the moment, and I think they're going to beat the Hawks.
The flavour of the month, and he's gone with it.
Yeah, I've tipped them by 8 points here, and yes, as we do this video, Hawthorn have had a win, so it's not on the back of any Easter Monday stuff. I seriously think the Dogs are really in peak form at the moment. They're firing right now, and I think their run and carry under the roof there will really test Hawthorn, who are playing pretty good footy.
Yeah, they've been really good.
You know what you're going to get, but I just feel the Dogs are ready to take that next step and really match it with an absolute, sort of top of the team. Yeah, absolutely. So, Dogs for me, just.
Very nice, mate. I'm going the Dogs by 1 point.
I thought we were going to have another different one there.
Did you think I went the Hawks?
I thought you were going to go the Hawks.
Oh, there you go, mate. I've gone with the Dogs by a point. If you call it an upset, I don't know if you do. We'll find out. The Doggies have been amazing defensively and offensively. They nearly kicked 100 points again against the Saints, and they kicked 100 points against Freo. Guess how many goals they conceded in 2 weeks, mate, against the Saints and the Dockers?
I think it's about 70 or 80 points, but tell me.
74 points, 10 goals. They've conceded in 2 games against one seemingly class outfit, one against an up-and-coming team that probably kicked 4 in the first half. So
that's impressive.
The Dogs have been amazing defensively. I think they'll be able to shut down Hawthorn. A great chance to do that. Their run and carry, as you said, it's going to be a real test for them, and I reckon that'll expose them, exploit them, whatever you like. Great users from half-back, such as the Hawks do as well. Dogs just, but I would not be surprised if Hawthorn won.
Did you tell me margin, mate?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I said the Dogs by a point.
A point. It'll be a good game.
I can't wait, mate. It's going to be very nice. Geelong and Brisbane, we're not even going to be able to watch much of it.
No, we won't. We'll be here.
Because we're at Geelong and Brisbane Simmons Stadium.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to watch? What do you reckon?
Yeah, look, Geelong, I've tipped them by 41 points. Should be comfortable winners. If you want my in-depth thoughts, you can check out the review of the Giants loss. But, yeah.
Yep, right at the end.
Yeah, we should be far too strong for them. Midfield battle may be close, but at either end we should be superior.
Definitely, mate. Geelong by 36. It's never guaranteed any game, even though we are at home. Who knows how good we are at home with our new recruits. We should get it done reasonably comfortably. As you said, at both ends we're much more dominant. Midfield will be an interesting battle. Rockcliffe out. Most likely Rich may be out as well, but I think it will more come down to the structure of the two teams, as we saw today in the Giants. Today, the structure wasn't good enough, so we need to be on our guard.
Very good, mate. I agree.
Thanks. No, I agree that you agree.
Look, you've roasted me in this tips, mate, but look,
We'll
I hope to see you. Have you rethought the deal thing?
Nah. I'll come up with something.
You tell me off air, or?
Yeah, I'll think about it.
All right.
Sweet. All right. Good stuff, mate. Yeah, all right. So those are our tips for round 3. Shorty's a bit salty on camera.
Yeah, wind it up, mate.
Yep, I will. And give the video a bit of a like, subscribe as well. It'd be fantastic. Chuck in your tips as well. That'd be great. Just to see who's doing well, who isn't doing well. Should do a bit of a count. I'll do the count next time, a bit of a tally.
All right.
Just to see how well you're beating me. Yep, don't forget to subscribe as well. Chuck in your tips, as I said, twice. Thanks for hanging around. We'll see you guys next time.